to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Stanford's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and once more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Trying the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Commodores want to move quickly.
First and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Doors! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. He caught it. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run, and they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Commodores look to do some damage in the red zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Breaks away on the left. Look out, he's got room. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. When you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They've got the screen set up. Snowed under by the defense. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops the throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Going over the top. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's complete to the right. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly on the move. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark, and you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Commodores in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
It's complete on the right side. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with the lone back.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Townsend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Stanford to the line on third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Roper. He'll make the play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
To the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He'll keep it himself. Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He caught it. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to do.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
Vanderbilt, 25.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
25.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get home.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6. Push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
41, Vanderbilt, 25.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are fun.
Turning it on!
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Runs through the tackle. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go up top on second and short. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
At the 37. First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back to the air on second and 10. It's caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking downfield on first down. On target. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll take the deep shot. ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires on the run. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass and the quarterback doesn't see anything and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if